Right, so I'm going to be doing a quick deck profile for Zamasu. I've been playtesting it tonight and I've had a lot of fun. It's been working for us. I'm going to work on the ratios at some point. But yeah, basically once per turn on the unawakened side is choose one card from your life, put it in the drop area. If it's blue, you get a draw. Nice little self-awakening because you want to get down to that 2 life. On the awaken, when it attacks, it draws. But the best thing about it is it's permanent. Is if you're going to take any damage, and instead of flicking it to your life, you can use your deck, and your deck basically becomes your life. So if you take 1 damage, it's going to be 5 cards that you mill. If it's 2, it's 10, and so on and so on. Let's get into the profile. I'll start it off with super combos. I use the North Kai, the one where you're at 4 life, 4 less life you can use it. I didn't think it was necessary to have the sparking, because you don't start milling till a bit later on. That's when you sort of want to keep your card count in your deck quite high. So I never thought it was necessary, whereas you can get down to 4 life, and if you do take a heavy hitter, if like from 4 life down to triple strike, this can well, get you out of that situation. I play 1 unyielding trunks. Again, not many people realise, but when you take a life with sparking, you aren't inflicting damage, so you can't rely on that. So you never want to be tapped out in this deck. So this, in the early game when you get a 4/5 energy, this comes quite nice to like make sure you have that 1 energy on tap, so you can use your Weeses or your Dimension Magics. For 3s, there isn't any 1-drops in this. For 3s, I play the new card from the anniversary box. Basically, if you have 5 or more energy and your leader card's Zamasu or Go Black, you can play for free. When it's played, you can draw a card. That's about it. To be honest, I didn't find that much of a use. It was always a charge target in playtesting. I think this card might be better for the Goku Black leader. Same goes for this card. I play 3 of these, which basically it's barrier. It brings out 2 tokens. Again, it was more of a bit of a filler. Again, Goku Black leader, yeah, or the new set 7 stuff. This might come in clutch. You get your tokens. I believe it's a field card that gives all your black tokens blocker. But yeah, it's a nice charge target, and because the deck's quite full of the 10k combo pieces, these are all 5. That's what they were basically made for. Basically, the heart of the deck is this new card from the anniversary box for the 4-drop. It basically, when you play it, well, you can tap 2 blue energy. You can send this card to your drop area. If you've got 15 or more less cards in deck, you can bring up the 10-drop Infinite Fuse Zamasu, I believe it's called. The way it's been going, by 5 energy, I've usually got that much, because people just want to try and get you down as quickly as possible. So this is really important. But on the other hand, if people are stalling it out, or if you're playing a deck that isn't a heavy hitter, there is ways to inflict damage to yourself. One of them being this card from the Ultimate box, where you pay 4, you can inflict 2 damage to your life and untap 3 your energy. So if you're already awakened, you can mill 10 cards for yourself by inflicting the 2 damage, which is key because it states inflict damage. I only use this once in playtesting. Great card. Works well within the deck for what it does. Next, it was a bit of a tech choice and also a bit of filler. I didn't really know what to fill the space and pre-set 7 really. Set 7 is what I'm waiting for. So what I did do is for 5 drops I just played the Beerus. Now I know people don't like this card because it does state that the hand is a secret area, and people can lie about it. But if you're smart enough and you're playing against someone with the board who you know, obviously by math, it picks up to 5. They've got to do it. Or energy, they have to do it from their energy. So if there's cards in their energy, that makes them think. So yeah, I find it quite nice. Another great tech choice was the Joyful Strike. It's a 6 drop. You can inflict 2 damage to yourself, like the 4 drop Zamasu. But with this one, you get to untap all 6 energy. Now there's a lot of things you can do with that. It effectively becomes a free 25k doubles. And get you closer to that goal of getting 15 or less cards in life. Deck, essentially. Jesus, man. Another tech was the 7 drop. I found a lot of people like to go aggro against this, so they'll dump their entire hand and make sure that all the damage goes through. So they'll leave themselves with very little cards, knowing that I'm not going to attack them too much. Which is great for this, because if they can't drop 2 cards, they have to place all of their energy, all of their battle cards in the drop area. So it's just a total reset for them. I haven't managed to catch anyone out yet, but one day. Basically the main finishers are going to be these. These are your main targets from the anniversary box Zamasu that came out. So instead of paying the original cost of 7 Union Fusion, that 4 tap 2 bring this out. This card is just ridiculous. Why it got support, I don't know, but I am so glad that it did. It's got indestructible. You can swing, even if the counter. It's auto states. You get to choose 1 card from your opponent's life, hand, battle card, and energy, and put them on the bottom of their deck. It's 30k single strike, but it's always doing that 1 damage. It is ridiculous. The 8 drop Goku and Oob kind of has the same sort of effect, but this it's always going to be an 8 drop in this deck. It won't get the reduction because it's not a world tournament later. But it's basically the same. I think it's life and energy. That's sort of backup if you do the first effect on this leader, like taking a life to draw a card. If for some reason all of these get milled, if you don't see one of these in one of the 4 drop in your open hand, just mulligan. But this is an adequate backup, because this deck can ramp up quite nicely. The original sort of idea, I don't know whose idea it was, but with the Joyful Strike and the mill and 10 life was to go hand in hand with Fu to play the Joyful Strike, untap your 6, mill your 10. That requires both needs for this. If the game state was at a point where they were on 10 life, I had enough combo power, or I felt comfortable enough to have combo power, that's a third option basically to end the game. Joyful Strike, play for Shrouded. My one-of is always Godstrike Beerus, because this deck is so defensive and you want to be in control of how much life you're taking. You basically don't want to take a triple strike. That's 15 cards. That can really hurt you. So having the ability to take away a triple strike and just having that to either mill 5 cards or just taking 1 damage, it's too strong. The ramp engine is 2 objections and the new anniversary card, which I play 3 of. It's a 10k defense or offense, but I don't tend to attack too much with this. If they've got battle cards, I'll do it to draw a card, but that's it. Objection, don't need to say a word. But this card is your leader gains Jesus, man. 10k power for the duration of the battle. And if there's 7 or more battle energy between you and your opponent, You get to add this card in your energy in rest mode. For defense purposes, it's brilliant. You start your next turn with 1 extra energy. Negates, it's negate heavy. So I play 3 Luis and 4 Dimension Magic. Now, Luis for late game is always going to be great. Tap 1, untap 1. Dimension Magic is the same, tap 1, untap 2, but it has its spouting ability. I always tend to leave myself on the 2 life, so you always have that possibility of, if you do need to tap out, or this Joyful Strike or the 4-drop gets Cold Bloodlusted and you don't have that opportunity to get your 6 energy back. It's always great to be able to have that one like safety net to use the spouting ability to get you 2, and then you've got access to the rest of your negates. And then the last card is for Senzu. I didn't really used to like the art on the new version, but it's honestly getting round to it. I don't need to say too much about this. I don't use it for offensive purposes. It's mainly defense if you're going against an aggro build and you just want to make sure you've got enough energy open. Or what I like to do is leave myself on 1. If people go in with a triple strike, Senzu, 2, Guard Strike Beerus, there's a triple strike gone. Right, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can get your own little builds and hopefully have some games at some point. Thanks.